Oh, almost perfect. We got 15 people. This is ideal. Oh, no, wait. 12 people. Wait. How is that 12? 8. This is 15. It says 12, but it's actually 15. Who do you guys want to watch? Spam the matchup you want to see. We got Impact versus Capri. Loreley, who I think is very high rated right now, versus Vikeli. eekso versus Niceron. Flame versus OSM. That's going to be a good... These are very good games. Lion Blaze versus Robin. Imaxis versus Chippy. And George Burke versus Ant M. Flame OSM. Chippy. Flame OSM. eekso, OSM, and Flame. A lot of people saying Flame OSM. Right, Vel, who won the GIF Your Game contest, is also saying OSM Flame. We'll go for that one. I know a lot of people want to see Chippy. And Imaxis is another player who's won tournaments on my stream before, so this could be interesting. But I think most people said OSM Flame, so we're going to hop into that for round 1. Twitch Prime sub from Rimmerox. Thanks for the Prime. OSM off to a cracking start here. I have to say, out of both these players, that played in my stream yesterday, these guys both played in my stream yesterday. Flame was able to win his match against Speed, and OSM was able to beat Scrubkilla, of course, the more impressive of the 2 wins. And it was mostly goalkeeping display from the 2 of them that allowed them to win. So we're expecting fantastic goalkeeping throughout this game. Even with 0 boost, OSM wasn't far off saving that, but Flame's shot was spectacular. And he's back within 1. Can he do better than this? What a win this would be for Flame against the player who just beat Scrub yesterday. It was 3-1 as well. Not even a 5-game series that Scrub was able to get there. Now, Flame was really focused on side flip plays yesterday against Speed. Whether it be side flip flicks, side flip shots, that was his road to victory. OSM utilized a bit more of a wait for your opponent to commit and then take him out the game approach. And that sort of down to the fact that Scrubkilla was challenging much earlier in that matchup versus OSM than Flame's opponent Speed was. Speed and Flame were kind of playing a shadow. Let's back off and give each other the entire pitch to run up with. Whereas OSM was getting pounced on by Scrub with lots of ball chasing and early challenges. And if you want to counter that, you got to play the ball fast. Got to make it quick. OSM not making contact there. He's already lost 3 goals since we joined into the lobby. A complete change for both of these players from yesterday. You couldn't get much of a difference styles from Scrubkilla to Speed. Very, very different. Side flip again looking very, very deadly for Flame. He's on point with those. He's definitely one of the players to watch if you want to learn how to incorporate side flips into your offense and how to manipulate the ball to your advantage using side flips. Something that I was very impressed with way back when Devo started emerging as one of the premier 1v1 players in the world, was his side flipping for maneuvering around the field and for accelerating the ball. It's something that nobody else was really doing as well as him at the time. Now, of course, lots of players are doing it at the highest level. OSM prefers usually diagonal front flip flicks and reverse 45-degree flicks. He wants to introduce that extra bit of angle into his game. A player with fantastically quick recoveries is OSM. That's something Flame's going to have to look out for. What a shot, though, by OSM to tie up the game. Just under half the game remaining. What can make CSGO last so long? It's just a good game. And good variety in there. That's all. Just good variety in the game. Very balanced. Or usually balanced. Of course, Rocket League is perfectly balanced, but maybe lacking in variety. It certainly lacks Twitch viewers compared to the average game. Or the average Tier 1 esport on Twitch. I think just because it's too repetitive. And I think we'd see way more viewers on people like Squishy, Rizzo, all those streams. I think they would all get way more views if there was more variety in Rocket League Ranked. If there was something to play for. There's really nothing to play for. The season's already over for the guys who are at the top. The only thing that's worth playing for is to get rank 1. But then you don't get a reward for getting rank 1. You just have obviously the achievement of doing it, but no actual reward. Flame's got a bump goal here. That's tied us up. And this is turning out to be even closer than we expected. I thought OSM was going to get a reasonable win here based on what we saw yesterday. Surely he's feeling confident after taking down Scrubkilla 3-1. Flame, though, did get a 3-1 win as well. And that was a 3 wins in a row for him. Best of 1 it is, guys. This is round 1 of the tournament. The demo from OSM at the near post opens up the net. Is FlamE going to get back in time? He's not going to pre-jump. And he's not going to make it. Vel, thanks to the £3, by the way. Vel done in the tournament. Or the Gift Your Game tournament. If FlamE had pre-jumped that, if he dodged early, he would have had the save. But of course, he didn't want to dodge early because he's worried about the mind game. He doesn't want to be made to look stupid by OSM. Speaking of mind games, OSM's been read like a book on this one. Turned around way too fast. And every single dodge that FlamE is doing is a side flip. Look at how effective they all are. Side flips off the wall. And then he side flips again for the shot. Perfect finish. I don't think OSM was expecting it to be on target. What a recovery, though. Grim TV, thanks for the tier 1 sub from you. It's 2 minutes ago. Sorry for not saying thanks immediately. What are you guys? Are you guys trying to count to 100 or something? You silly people. FlamE has a slight advantage here. Looking for more side flip plays at the edge of the box. The shots are really ramping up in their power. The crossbar to the rescue this time for OSM. Flame's very linear on this dribble. Smartly, OSM closes the distance, made himself as big as possible. There was almost no angle for FlamE to shoot with. Guys, you're not going to count to 100. You've already made so many mistakes. Oh, wow. And speaking of mistakes, FlamE with a huge mistake. He has not only missed this goal, but gifted a goal to OSM. Extended period of pressure there for FlamE. It looked like it was going to be the Englishman who would take the lead. But he's missed what was, I think, an open goal. It's hard to say exactly because he didn't have full boost. But I think he should have been scoring that one. And instead he's missed it off the inside of the post. The worst way to miss that, as OSM got a freebie. Flame's done well to keep up 62 boost here. He's probably going to stay with OSM as close as possible. He doesn't want to give OSM the ball for free. But OSM's recoveries are just too good. And he wins the race to the ball to make it a 2-goal game. That is a really, really good win for OSM early in the tournament to take down FlamE, who was top 20 in the ranked leaderboard yesterday. He may still well be. He might still be top 20. I'll have to check after this. But OSM advances to the round of 8. We'll hop out as soon as we're positive that is going to be a win. We're going to go and check out the updated leaderboard here. Or not leaderboard. We're going to go and see who else has made it through. Impact takes down Capri 8-5. Lorley 7-3 over Vikeli. eekso 8-2 over Niceron. Now we got Lorley versus eekso in the next round. Chippy has advanced over IMAX. So who do you want to see in this one? You want Lorley and eekso or Chippy and Anthem? Probably going to stay clear of this match for one round just because we just saw OSM. Everybody was saying Chippy. Let's watch Chippy. Everybody wanted to see the chip dip man himself. He's up against Anthem in round 2, which is the final 8 players in the tournament. And this might be a stream debut for Anthem, who's got the lead early on against the chip man. Chippy, who stole the hearts of thousands with his stream debut versus... actually, it was Niceron that he won the Pillars tournament against, but then he, of course, took a game off Flores, which is no small feat in your show match debut. Boost starving commences for Chippy. Anthem grabbing the charity pads. It's another air dribble for Chippy with the flip reset this time. Not most powerful shot though. And he's got to run all the way back to his goal, which he will, and gets the save at the other end. He usually has very good shadowing, Chippy. He was focusing on this versus Flores, and every single time that the shot's about to get taken, he tries to move with the shot. Now, can Anthem switch the ball from right to left, from left to right, get across the field and try and wrong foot Chippy, get him on the weak side so that he can't shadow? We all know he's so good at shadowing, so Anthem needs to switch the play from side to side to try and catch Chippy off guard. Chippy's got a big chance here. He's not got the first touch that he was looking for though. That was a real opportunity after he won the boost battle in the midfield. Zephinux is PS4 and he's insane. Well, we might catch him later on. Ant-Man. Okay, I guess, yeah. I was saying Ant-Man. Yeah, Ant-Man. Or I was saying Anthem, actually. I was saying it completely wrong. Ant-Man. Chippy tries to catch Ant-Man looking for a boost. Right now, Ant-Man is playing very conservatively. He's defending his net when he has to. But he's going to need to do better than that. That clear wasn't quite what he was looking for. Caught it a little bit too thick. If he'd let that go a little bit further over his head before he got the contact with the second jump, would have been much better for him. Chippy struggling on this kickoff. That might just be on target. He's got to dodge early to make sure. Now Ant-Man's going to punish him with a boost seal. And a very easy shot into the goal. It's just Chippy with no boost, looking helpless. And Ant-Man back in the lead. I see you guys all spamming the Chippy emotes already. This is exactly what I want to see from RLCS. We need more of this style of spam in Twitch chat during RLCS. Chippy again, not afraid to take this one to the air. Can't quite catch the floor pinch or land in a shooting position. He's certainly struggling to get his offense working here. Oh wow, that's a lot of alerts all at once. Wait, why did so many alerts happen in my alert box? They're all hosts, so that's so weird. I think I just got auto-hosted by a lot of channels at once. That must be a bug with Twitch. Next to the £15 Klepsic to the prize pool, which Chippy still has a good chance of winning. Beyond Ant-Man, there will be 2 more players for Chippy to win against if he wants to take the prize today, which will be winner takes all unless it gets into some sort of ridiculous number. Then we'll probably split it between first and second, so it's not a really, really sad day for second place. Chippy's been in full control this game. There's been that one moment where he was stuck in his net. Apart from that, it's been all Chippy. He's had all of the boosts, he's had all of the offensive pressure, and he hasn't yet been able to take a lead, but it seems likely. It just seems like it's a ticking time bomb now. It's just a matter of time before Chippy can finally get the lead that he's been looking for. The air dribbles are really not looking that threatening, though, it has to be said. Ant-Man's answered several air dribbles in a row, but this could be what Chippy needs, and it is. An earlier challenge than we're used to seeing from him, but a successful one. Just as he picked up boost in the midfield, he felt confident enough to make that challenge, and the boost was necessary to get that goal. He would not have recovered fast enough without it. Ant-Man beat Scrub in stream in ones. Ant-Man said all games against Chippy are super close. Okay. When did he beat Scrub? Oh, Chippy with a huge misplay. Aerial play has been plaguing him this game. First with the air dribbles not working in offense. Now a routine save. Goes straight into his net, and he might actually lose kickoff goal. Ant-Man's shot should have been better there. He's gifted Chippy a possession out of this. Chippy looking for the side flip flick. Not going to be fast enough. 35 seconds. And it's been all Chippy. This entire game that we've seen, Chippy has been in offense. It's just that one moment where Ant-Man managed to keep him in goal and take shot after shot after shot. Can Chippy get anything going? The ball's rolling on the ground. He doesn't want to go side on in case he gets dunked on. And no boost grab this time for Chippy in the midfield. He missed time to spawn a little bit. He still has control of the situation. One more chance before the clock hits 1. Ant-Man spaces very well. He let Chippy close the gap for him there. Didn't want to risk committing backwards momentum. Wow, Ant-Man steals it. 0 second, 50-50. The ball bounces up on 1 second here. That is incredible right there. The ball was a millimeter away from touching the ground, which would have been an overtime. But Ant-Man takes out the tournament favourite. Well, maybe not tournament favourite, but fan favourite, I should say. Chippy's been eliminated by a 50-50 on 0 seconds. You guys are not going to like that script. Zephanox versus Impact is going close. OSM versus Lineblaze is going even closer. Yeah, Impact went through. Alright, let's see if we can catch the end of OSM versus Lineblaze. Maybe. Okay, maybe we just caught literally. Oh, okay. I thought that might just be the overtime goal or something. But it was the equalizer. Lineblaze coming in from America here. 170 ping against the 40 of Sweden's OSM. A stellar performance so far by Lineblaze to keep this one close with such a ping disadvantage. Looks like he's going to crumble on the kickoff though. And wow. Just as we join, Lineblaze loses his lead, and now OSM's got the lead. Unlucky Chippy, you can't win them all. Also, you can't win all 50-50s. It's worth mentioning. You can't win them all. Lineblaze, he's really going to struggle from this position. OSM is so good at running down the clock when he's got a 1-goal lead. I've seen him do this so many times. So he's not going to even worry about that with a perfect pinch to the middle. He's just going to take the lead. Look at this. little pinch by
Love some
OSM
good Rocket
with a half
League.
flip as well to recover.
Learned a lot about casting from you. Keep it up.
Commander Sprite, thanks for the £10 to the prize pool. That's very much appreciated. Glad to hear that you've been learning a lot about casting from me. You should write down everything you learned and tell me, because I don't really know. I don't really know myself. Good control by OSM, making Lion Blaze look silly at the end of this game. It was a close game until OSM decided to score a kickoff goal, followed by a very, very well executed half flip pinch to center the ball for the 2-goal lead. And now OSM's going to slow play this kickoff. He just wanted time to be taken off the clock here. Smart play. The only way he could lose there was 2 kickoff goals back to back. Instead, it's going to be a semi-final appearance for OSM. And I believe he's going to be up against eekso in the next round. Oh no, wait, it was eekso versus Impact in the top half. I keep joining this hoops. Silence, can you take this away? It doesn't go away. Impact versus eekso in the top half. Ant-Man is going to face OSM in the bottom half of the semi-finals. King of Mother, thanks for the tier 1 sub. Welcome to the stream. Like the haircut? Thank you, Batten by. That is very kind of you to say. Impact is struggling in the first minute and 31 seconds against eekso. Down by 3 already. Have these guys played on stream before? I can't remember who Impact played against on stream, but he did play against my someone on my stream. It might have been eekso. I'm going to check, actually, because I'm curious. Curious if it was eekso. Was it Impact vs eekso? If I search that on Twitter, does it come up? Yes, it was. It was Impact versus eekso, and I know eekso won that game. The only reason I know that is because I couldn't remember who it was that played Impact, but I remember that they beat him. Impact in his stream debut wasn't able to take down eekso, the higher ranked player. Both of these players did get into the top 10 last season at some point. I think eekso finished higher rated, and he currently is higher rated. eekso number 1 in England. I think he's number 3 in Europe behind Scrub and Fairy at the moment. Unless you consider Ahmed in the Europe player category, because he plays all his games on the European server. Then that would put eekso to number 4, I believe. Looking very, very comfortable, even trying to bring a wave dash dribble into the equation. That's a good flick, though, by Impact. The Batmobile flicks can be tricky to execute, and he's actually got a bit unlucky here. The ball's kicked off the underside of the post. Yeah, the ball just came down off the crossbar there, hit the post, and came out into the middle again for eekso to run it into the open net. 5-0. If this is a very one-sided game, we can hop across the other semi-final and see what's going on over there. At the moment, I'm predicting an eekso versus OSM final, because OSM's looked pretty sharp today. eekso looking for the bump, and he gets it. This goal was done a huge injustice by the camera glitch, but we know that eekso is looking for one thing here, and he got it. Perfect bump at the end of the full pitch air dribble. 6-0 for eekso. How many more do we even stay for before we accept that this is probably GG? An Impact's tournament run coming to an abrupt halt. He did win 2 games before this, I believe, so he's not had the worst tournament ever, but eekso has just been way too good today. eekso was playing very well in 2v2 earlier when I was watching him on Jesse's stream. And that is a forfeit. Impact has had enough. 7-0. And eekso is in the grand final. The grand final is going to be a best of 3, by the way. It's just every game before that is a best of 1. That is something. What a statement by eekso. OSM also in the lead, but not by as significant a margin. We're likely to see the entire game here. Ant-Man was very resilient in his previous round against Chippy. Perhaps should have side flipped there to get more height on his flick. He didn't get the acceleration the ball needed to make it into the net. That's OSM looking for the backflip flick. Of course, he leaned so far back into the backflip flick that his car moved forward while he was doing it. Nah, Impact had a bad game, but he's not a bad player. He's, I think, still the highest rated Belgian 1v1 player. OSM is going to need to be careful if he faces eekso later on. He's got to be very careful with that kickoff of his. He likes to fake the diagonal on occasion. Flip reset for OSM. He didn't get any dodge after it, so he may not have got the flip reset. Somehow, Ant-Man survives what looked like a demo. His flicks are not looking good, though. Something that sometimes does fall to pieces on the livestream show match setting is the flick mechanics. More recently, players have been doing much better with that, actually. Mektos had a very impressive flicks in his debut. And there's others that I've actually forgotten, but there are more. You're gonna main the Bumblebee topper in my honor. Syropian, thanks man. That's really kind of you. Glad that you like the Bumblebee facts that in the other stream. Oh, this is so awkward for Ant-Man. What a shame that he wasn't ready for OSM's miss. He was right not to expect it, but unfortunate that he couldn't reposition his car to take that free goal. OSM coming off the ceiling, looking for the pinch on the ground, and he will get it. Good read by Ant-Man. It's a bit of an awkward one for OSM. I don't think he was looking for the pinch when he started off the maneuver. This has been just about as controlled a performance from OSM as any of us would have expected. He's been winning the race to the ball every time he needs to. Not looking threatened by Ant-Man, except that one time where he missed the ball for no reason. Inverse half flip into his own boost. This has actually caused a huge problem for OSM. That's something that he didn't need to do. He made this way more difficult than he needed to. Look at that. Inverse half flipping to land backwards on top of his own boost. Maybe he's showboating a little bit too early as OSM. Gotta be careful against just about anyone in this rank range. Champ 3, Grand Champion 1v1, because one goal can sometimes open the floodgates for kickoff goals. This time, fortunately for OSM, the kickoff goal goes in his favor. King Spectre versus 5 Magics incoming. Wait, what did I miss? I must have missed something. OSM sticking with this one, even though he has very little boost. He knew that there's no way for Ant-Man to turn without taking it himself away from the ball. OSM this time will catch the flip reset. Look at that from OSM. Goal of the tournament, no doubt. One touch, and then he spirals into the flip reset, flicks it. It's barely moving when it crosses the line, but it's moving fast enough. And what a way to take a 7-3 lead. We saw eekso put 7 past his semi-final opponent. OSM has done the same thing. And I would not have been surprised to see a forfeit after a goal like that. That was outrageous from OSM. Probably the best single flip reset that we've seen in a show match on stream. There have been several. Obviously, Evampel is still head and shoulders above everybody else with his chain flip resets. But as a standalone flip reset, that was just gorgeous from OSM. Slippy when wet, thanks for the £5. I appreciate that. Thanks for the reminder about slippery floors as well. But that man's going to play this out like a warrior. He doesn't want to go down without a fight. Trying desperately to get another goal on stream. He's thinking maybe I can get onto Rocket Dailies. If I'm not going to win the tournament, maybe I can score a really nice goal and get a couple followers on Twitter and $25 to my name. Still possible, but with OSM scoring that flip reset that we just saw, it's going to be that much harder to win Rocket Dailies tonight. Can you post the Evampel Zem replays in Discord? I can't remember if I have any of them. I'll have to check. Probably do. OSM is a camera glitch, but he started an air dribble perfectly. Would have maybe had the rebound, but Ant-Man, he's having none of it. He's looking to start up something of his own, actually. Not sure what this is. He's not sure what to do with this ball. And he's just going to waste his only opportunity that remains. And that's going to be 9-3. Ant-Man had a good run. He eliminated Chippy. And that was his second game that he played. There was only one player that got a bye this whole tournament. And that player did lose in round 2. So interesting showing from Ant-Man there. Taking down Chippy, especially. Let's see. Let's just, before this grand final starts, show you guys the bracket again. Loreley. Wow, Loreley lost 6-0 to eekso. I swear Loreley's pretty high rated. eekso's just on fire today. eekso didn't concede in the semi-final or the final. He conceded 2 in round 1. 8-2, 6-0, 7-0 in a Champ 3 Grand Champ 1v1 tournament. That is crushing from eekso. Meanwhile, OSM having much closer games. 7-5 against FlamE. 8-5 against Lionblaze. Those were both fairly close. Right, it's already 1-0 in the first game to the man who's not conceded in the last 10 minutes of Rocket League. That might be the first goal. It is the first goal that OSM, or that eekso has conceded in the last 3 rounds. Angle shot from OSM, catching him off guard. Wait. Oh, you guys still, the 5 Magics King Spectre mod 1v1 is still in the making, is it? This is a matchup which has happened in my stream in the past. OSM took games 1 and 2. versus eekso in a best of 5 that they played fairly recently. eekso then went on to take games 3 and 4, and then OSM took game 5, if I remember correctly. And I also think that, if I remember correctly, games 1 and 2 were really crushing defeats for eekso. OSM was looking really good. He's wrong-footed OSM here, though. Has to land fast on the inside of the goal. And he will. We'll look at that demo by eekso. And if he had just put that open net in, that would have been one of the most creative goals that we've seen in a while. Going for a demolish at the end of a little pop at the edge of the box. Missed it. Recovered on the underside of the crossbar. And then got the demolish to open up the net. Should have been an open net goal there for eekso. Instead he's in defense. So OSM's found the tight angle yet again. 2-1 to the Swede. Both of these players must be playing pretty well right now, because eekso's been having a great day in 2v2. He's ranked up a fair bit, and he's stormed through his last 2 opponents. He's stormed through everybody that he's faced this tournament. And OSM beat Scrubkill yesterday. He's beat FlamE. He beat Lion Blaze and Ant-Man today. So both of them, I'm sure this is going to be a close game. Both on farm. Fresh trim. Thanks for noticing. It is a fresh trim. Let the mods have fun for once. Maybe we'll do that after RLCS. We'll see the mod match. You guys want to see that? The King Spectre versus 5 Magics mod match after RLCS. The real RLCS. The RRLCS. I'm sure we can make that happen in the future. Can you do a donation tourney for all ranks? I know a GC would probably win. It would be fun feeling you have a chance to win something. Well, the reason I didn't let all ranks play this tournament is because if I let all ranks play, the tournament fills up really fast, and then, like, legitimate contenders to winning the tournament might arrive too late to join. Like, we might have a Scrub Killer or a Fairy Peak show up and be like, oh, I would have played this, but I can't because it's already full. So we don't want that to happen. Tell you what, these guys are playing fantastic offense right now. What kind of defense is going to stop this shot? eekso from the ball carry, double pops, and straight away just starts flying into OSM. This is brutal to watch. Am I going to London? Yes, I'm going to London tomorrow morning. So I've got to go, after this stream, I've got to go get ready to go to London. Probably just going to finish off this tournament and then play some more ranked and then go.
I have had block on and I think I've watched almost all of your YouTube videos. I hope this makes up for it. Love you and all your content.
For the way,
Keep
Blue.
it up, mate.
Thanks for the £3.72, mate.
£3.
Looks like a $5 donation to me, if I'm not mistaken. Very much appreciated. I'm sure that whoever wins this tournament is going to be grateful to you, because that's going to go to the winner. Loser gets unmodded. No, I mean, you can't be unmodding 5 Magics or King Spectre. They're too good. eekso's really stretched out a lead here. This has been such a back and forth game that even a 2-goal lead does an awful lot. Does an awful lot for these players. You got to remember that the last time that they played, eekso started so badly, and it was only in game 3, 4, 5 that he could rally and start to play at OSM's speed, match his recovery time. They're both mechanical geniuses in ones. Of course, the decision making can sometimes let them down. OSM boosting way too far in front of the ball here, and ends up just passing it. You see, he's going to clear into his own corner, but he gets in front of it and ends up passing it to eekso. Old friends are OSM and eekso, and rivals now. OSM has said publicly before that eekso's the one who taught him how to play 1v1 way back at the beginning of his climb from I think in season 2 he said he was I'm trying to remember this story because I saw this in a video. Can't remember what video it was on YouTube, but I swear that OSM was like John Sandman, or did he lose to John Sandman in 1v1 in season 2? I think that's the thing. I'm pretty sure that he said that in a video, that he lost to John Sandman in a 1v1 and 2v2, and I don't say that to make fun of OSM or John Sandman. I just say it for some perspective on his rise as a 1v1 player, going from that in season 2, which I think he was like Rising Star or something, or maybe Challenger Elite, to being one of the best 1v1 players in the world, no doubt. It just shows it can be done. It really can be done. You just got to put the work in. Gets speed there by OSM. Careless by eekso, though. This is giving OSM a chance back into the game, which should not be here. This should just be a controlled back and forth with both players having full boost. eekso had no reason to stick around there. Yeah, eekso is definitely insane. No doubt about that. Especially today, he's been crushing it. Absolutely crushing it. And he's just too fast in the recovery this time to miss in the post. You were a superstar in Season 2. It's pretty good. Pretty good, Yukio. Good stuff. Very impressive. So did you join Rocket League late as well then? There were Season 2 rewards. What were the Season 2 rewards? I've forgotten. Was it wheels or something? Or was it a boost? I can't remember what it was. I know that you got a Grand Champ title if you're a Grand Champ, but what did you get if you're a champ? Was it wheels? Boost? Season 2? Boosts? Trails? Trails. Was it boosts or trails? I think it was boosts, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, Season 2 was boosts. I think I got the champion one. Yeah, pretty sure I did. And Season 3 is the only one I got Grand Champ because it was like super easy. I think Season 3 they recalibrated it. They just said one day I just logged on and I played 2 games and I went from Champ 1 to Champ 3 and then I just got Grand Champ the same day. I was like, cool. Thanks, Cynox. Oh dear, OSM with a pretty bad miss there. I mean, he's in a rush to start scoring because he needed 5 in the next 30 or 40 seconds, but you've got to put it on target, mate. That's going to be game 1 of the best of 3 to eekso. This is a best of 3 grand final, guys. You got first GC in Season 3. Didn't everybody get GC in Season 3? I swear one season I'm actually going to play Rocket League in the final few weeks. We've got a camera glitch OSM. I'm just going to leave it on that for the end of the game. Throw OSM. Well, he's already lost this one, I think. Mechanical genius. Hey, you know, everybody has their moments. We all have our moments in Rocket League, don't we? Where you've got a great plan and then it just goes completely wrong. That was one of OSM's moments. Champ 3 was GC in Season 3. I think Grand Champ in Season 3 was the top 0.7% of players or something, which is still pretty exclusive. Or was it over 1% of players? I can't remember. All I know is that when I did get Grand Champ in Season 3, it was less exclusive than Champ 3 is now. I think it was about the same level of exclusivity as Champ 2 is now. So if you're a Champ 2 in Season, whatever this is, 8, in Season 3, I think you would have been Grand Champ, if I'm not mistaken. 1.5%. So it's actually Champ 1. Is it Champ 1? Is the same as, or Grand Champ now is the same as, no, sorry, what I'm saying. Champ 1 now is the same as Grand Champ Season 3. Is that true? Wow. That shows you how easy it was to get Grand. Yeah, Grand Champ was way too easy in Season 3. Like, it didn't really feel like an achievement at all. So one day you just logged on and your rating just increased for no reason. Closer to High Diamond. Oh my goodness. So Diamond 3 these days is Grand Champ Season 3. That is, wow. That's incredible. I mean, yeah, the highest I got in the last 2 seasons was Champ 3 Division 4. Both times. So I was literally a division away from Grand Champ both seasons. I didn't play Rocket League in the last 2 weeks of Season 7 because it was too sunny in Scotland. In May. Sun in May in Scotland. That's an unheard of combination. So I was like, I'm going outside. I need to see this for myself. And sure enough, the sun was shining. You know, sometimes behind clouds, but it was mostly there. Oh dear, OSM. Not having a good day here. Or at least not a good ending to his day. This is the day after he beat Scrubkilla and he's struggling against eekso, his old rival and friend. But I'll tell you, he's not struggling. eekso's doing everything right. Johnny going outside, good joke. Listen, I did. I went outside. I was walking around. Look, I think I even have a suntan. I could show you. Can I get my sleeve up high enough to show you the difference in color? My arm goes from brown to white, like all of a sudden. Just because I didn't go tap saf, which is Glaswegian for tops off. We got that weather. What do you call it? Description in Glasgow, Scotland. Taps off or taps on. If it's good enough weather, then it's taps off weather. You take your top off. Obviously, if you're a guy. And if it's not good enough weather, then it's taps on day. So you don't take it off. You just leave your top on. It's just decent weather. Saved by OSM on the recovery there, and the bump onto eekso is going to open up the net momentarily. Has he got the control this time? No, he doesn't. Again, OSM missing out on an open net opportunity. Still got eekso on the back foot though. No, it's not, only guys. Only taps off for the guys. get your man boobs out for the lads, essentially. But no, I don't do much of that in Glasgow. Usually just the people who do that, the people who do actually abide by the taps off, taps on rules, they are not the kind of people you want to associate with. So I tend to just walk around in a t-shirt and get a t-shirt tan. It's not the best, but you know, what can you do? What up, M-Dog? You're just in time for the last 2 minutes and 50 seconds off what might be the last game of the tournament here. OSM is struggling to put open nets on target. And he's been struggling with his defensive consistency as well. But you know what? eekso's let us fit off the gas a little bit.
Chocolate ice cream is better than vanilla.
Tyrannism, thanks for the 250 bits. Chocolate ice cream is better than vanilla. I have to disagree with you there. I'm just not a fan of chocolate ice cream at all. Not at all. Wow, OSM's going to feel horrible about this one. He's tried so hard. He's worked his ass off to try and get an equalizer, and then he's lost a kickoff goal immediately after. There's plenty time though to pull this one back. Can he get it done? This is a must win for OSM, or he's going to lose this entire tournament right here and right now. eekso completely lacking power on that shot, but OSM's first touch is not good enough to open up a scoring opportunity. Nice demo though. After the fact, he's going to make a run for the boost. It's going to let eekso close the gap a little bit. Not enough to take the ball. OSM not feeling confident. You could tell he's not really going for it with these flicks. Usually we'd see a reverse 45 degree or a front flip flick there. That's much better from OSM. This time he's feeling it, and he hits the shot that he needed to hit. I don't like chocolate ice cream too much, nah. I definitely like vanilla ice cream a lot more than chocolate ice cream. I would always go for vanilla ice cream over chocolate ice cream myself. I don't know, what do you guys think? 1 for vanilla ice cream, 2 for chocolate ice cream. I'm curious. That's just a casual outplay by eekso. The single jump pop. The key here is this car didn't go anywhere near as high as the ball did. So OSM has gone straight between eekso and the ball. Okay, it's actually pretty close. That's actually really close. Too close to call. I think I'm seeing more ones, but that might just be because I want to see more ones, because I want to be right, or I want more people to agree with me. Poll it. We're just in a visual poll for this one. It's not that important that we get. It's not that important that we get it right. It's close. That's all we need to know. It's close. Twitch chat cannot decide which ice cream is better. It's very much up in the air, like the ball and OSM, and also still like the winner of this tournament. We don't know who it's going to be, but we do think it will be eekso with how things currently stand. OSM's just not been... he's not that killer instinct today. That's one of the things that's really lacking, which usually is far more apparent in his play.
Chocolate chip. I believe in you all.
eekso, he's the one who's really had the killer instinct with his air dribble bumps and demos, but OSM again not able to get the open net opportunity started. I think it would have been contested, but he really needs to just put the ball into a scoreable position much earlier. That's what he's struggling with right now, and time is being wasted. Demos are starting to come in for OSM, but the goal needs to follow, or this is going to be all over, and it's just not enough for OSM. Nowhere near enough power on the shot. Again, pulling his punches, I think, on these flicks at times. eekso's going to give him one more chance though, and this time OSM does get it past. Can he put it into the net? Surely. He played that one so safe, and I don't blame him. But that is an equalizer. A much needed goal for OSM. He was really struggling to get his offense going.
Oh shit.
I need to blacklist another word. Thanks to the 6 months Murder Massacre. Oh, not again. OSM, he worked so hard for this, and eekso's missed it. Oh no. OSM, don't let him score like this. This is just horrible. He worked so hard for the equalizer, and then eekso should have had a kickoff goal again, but he's missed it. And then he almost hit the rebound from a tough angle. He's going for the bump. OSM does get up quick this time, and he needed to, because eekso's air dribble bumps have been on point today. eekso early turn. OSM looking to get the bump, or maybe a demo. If he caught a demo there, that would have probably been a goal actually, because the ball would have bounced up higher. But eekso could win it all right here. This is a great chance, and he's flicked it over the top of OSM once, twice, but yet to put it on target. And he's not timed the boost pick up. OSM bypasses it completely. He's got 54 boost to his name again, though. Not good enough with his flicks, and eekso is piling on the pressure. That's going to be game, set, match for eekso. OSM just nowhere near good enough with his flicks today, and that is a great half flip challenge by eekso. And he did enough with the shot to go undefeated in this entire tournament. eekso does take it. GG's, says OSM, and eekso gets how much money now? It's filled up this bar, £51.19. That's decent. I'll Google what that is. Let's Google that. What is that in dollars? Nearly, it's like $69. Perfect. Opinions on the Zombas. I approve. I approve of the Zombas. They were decent. We have $69 prize pool in eekso's pocket. OSM has had a very short-lived feeling like he's on top of the world experience. He beat Scrubkiller yesterday, but today he wasn't able to get the job done against one of his old rivals and friends. eekso just looked fantastic in the games that we did see him play. In the games that we didn't see him play, he looked even better. He didn't concede against Impact or Loreley. 7-0, 6-0, 10-4, 5-4 against OSM, 8-2. Great stuff from eekso. This is definitely showing us that he's worthy of his 7th place in the ones leaderboard. He's only behind Fairy Scrub and Ahmed from Europe. Great stuff from him. All I know is that when I did get Grand Champ in Season 3, it was less exclusive than Champ 3 is now. I think it was about the same level of exclusivity as Champ 2 is now. So if you're a Champ 2 in Season, whatever this is, 8, in Season 3, I think you would have been Grand Champ, if I'm not mistaken. 1.5%. So it's actually Champ 1. Is it Champ 1? Is the same as, or Grand Champ now is the same as, no, sorry, what am I saying? Champ 1 now is the same as Grand Champ Season 3. Is that true? Wow. That's that shows you how easy it was to get Grand. Yeah, Grand Champ was way too easy in Season 3. Like, it didn't really feel like an achievement at all. So one day you just logged on and your rating just increased for no reason. Closer to High Diamond. Oh my goodness. So Diamond 3 these days is Grand Champ Season 3. That is... wow. That's incredible. I mean, yeah, the highest I got in the last 2 seasons was Champ 3 Division 4. Both times. So I was literally a division away from Grand Champ both seasons. I didn't play Rocket League in the last 2 weeks of Season 7 because it was too sunny in Scotland. In May. Sun in May in Scotland. That's an unheard of combination. So I was like, I'm going outside. I need to see this for myself. And sure enough, the sun was shining. You know, sometimes behind clouds, but it was mostly there. Oh dear, OSM. Not having a good day here. Or at least not a good ending to his day. This is the day after he beat Scrubkiller and he's struggling against eekso, his old rival and friend. But I'll tell you, he's not struggling. eekso is doing everything right. Johnny going outside, good joke. Listen, I did. I went outside. I was walking around. Look, I think I even have a suntan. I could show you. Can I get my sleeve up high enough to show you the difference in color? My arm goes from brown to white, like all of a sudden, just because I didn't go tap saf, which is Glaswegian for tops off. We got that weather. What do you call it? Description in Glasgow, Scotland. Taps off or taps on. If it's good enough weather, then it's taps off weather. You take your top off. Obviously, if you're a guy. And if it's not good enough weather, then it's taps on day. So you don't take it off. You just leave your top on. It's just decent weather. Saved by OSM on the recovery there. And the bump onto eekso is going to open up the net momentarily. Has he got the control this time? No, he doesn't. Again, OSM missing out on an open net opportunity. Still got eekso on the back foot though. No, it's not. Only guys. Only taps off for the guys. Get your man boobs out for the lads, essentially. But no, I don't do much of that in Glasgow. Usually just the people who do that, the people who do actually abide by the taps off, taps on rules, they are not the kind of people you want to associate with. So I tend to just walk around in a t-shirt and get a t-shirt tan. It's not the best, but you know, what can you do? What up, M-Dog? You're just in time for the last 2 minutes and 50 seconds off what might be the last game of the tournament here. OSM is struggling to put open nets on target. And he's been struggling with his defensive consistency as well. But you know what? eekso's let us fit off the gas a little bit.
Chocolate ice cream is better than vanilla.
Tyrannism, thanks for the 250 bits. Chocolate ice cream is better than vanilla. I have to disagree with you there. I'm just not a fan of chocolate ice cream at all. Not at all. Wow, OSM's going to feel horrible about this one. He's tried so hard. He's worked his ass off to try and get an equalizer, and then he's lost a kickoff goal immediately after. There's plenty time, though, to pull this one back. Can he get it done? This is a must-win for OSM, or he's going to lose this entire tournament right here and right now. eekso completely lacking power on that shot, but OSM's first touch is not good enough to open up a scoring opportunity. Nice demo, though, after the fact. He's going to make a run for the boost. It's going to let eekso close the gap a little bit. Not enough to take the ball. OSM not feeling confident. You could tell he's not really going for it with these flicks. Usually we'd see a reverse 45 degree or a front flip flick there. That's much better from OSM. This time he's feeling it, and he hits the shot that he needed to hit. I don't like chocolate ice cream too much, nah. I definitely like vanilla ice cream a lot more than chocolate ice cream. I would always go for vanilla ice cream over chocolate ice cream myself. I don't know, what do you guys think? 1 for vanilla ice cream, 2 for chocolate ice cream. I'm curious. That's just casual outplay by eekso. The single jump pop. The key here is his car didn't go anywhere near as high as the ball did. So OSM has gone straight between eekso and the ball. Okay, it's actually pretty close. It's actually really close. Too close to call. I think I'm seeing more ones, but that might just be because I want to see more ones, because I want to be right, or I want more people to agree with me. Poll it. We're just doing a visual poll for this one. It's not that important that we get. It's not that important that we get it right. It's close. That's all we need to know. It's close. Twitch chat cannot decide which ice cream is better. It's very much up in the air, like the ball and OSM, and also still like the winner of this tournament. We don't know who it's going to be, but we do think it will be eekso with how things currently stand. OSM's just not been... he's not that killer instinct today. That's one of the things that's really lacking, which usually is far more apparent in his play.
Chocolate chip. I believe in you all.
eekso, he's the one who's really had the killer instinct with his air dribble bumps and demos, but OSM again not able to get the open net opportunity started. I think it would have been contested, but he really needs to just put the ball into a scoreable position much earlier. That's what he's struggling with right now, and time is being wasted. Demos are starting to come in for OSM, but the goal needs to follow, or this is going to be all over, and it's just not enough for OSM. Nowhere near enough power on the shot. Again, pulling his punches, I think, on these flicks at times. eekso's going to give him one more chance, though, and this time OSM does get it past. Can he put it into the net? Surely. He played that one so safe, and I don't blame him. But that is an equalizer. A much needed goal for OSM. He was really struggling to get his offense going.
Oh shit.
I need to blacklist another word. Thanks to the 6 months, Murdermassacun. Oh, not again. OSM, he worked so hard for this, and eekso's missed it. Oh no. OSM, don't let him score like this. This is just horrible. He worked so hard for the equalizer, and then eekso should have had a kickoff goal again, but he's missed it. And then he almost hit the rebound from a tough angle. He's going for the bump. OSM does get up quick this time. And he needed to, because eekso's air dribble bumps have been on point today. eekso early turn. OSM looking to get the bump, or maybe a demo. If he caught a demo there, that would have probably been a goal, actually, because the ball would have bounced up higher. But eekso could win it all right here. This is a great chance. And he's flicked it over the top of OSM once, twice, but yet to put it on target. And he's not timed the boost pick up. OSM bypasses it completely. He's got 54 boost to his name again, though. Not good enough with his flicks, and eekso is piling on the pressure. That's going to be game, set, match for eekso. OSM just nowhere near good enough with his flicks today, and that is a great half flip challenge by eekso. And he did enough with the shot to go undefeated in this entire tournament. eekso does take it.